And I recognized that I was living in a time where my mother was one of those women that took a step forward, that brought power back to the feminine, brought a respect, a place in society where voices were heard. But in the process, she was part of an old way of thinking. I always thought of like I could see my mother, right, living this superwoman. And I call it the superwoman syndrome. And being a product of her life, she worked full time. She was a school teacher. She cooked all our meals. We had like suppers, family suppers, the whole five course meal all the time, homemade food. I mean, she did all the macrames, the sewing, she did everything. And she maintained this, but it took its toll on her. And so being a product of that kind of a mother, when I got into a certain level, I just represent, hello, I got married young, had kids. I stayed home for the kids the first few years because for myself, I felt it was very important, but I still had all this stuff I was doing and it was okay. It was okay. My plate was full, but it was okay. But then I jumped back in. I was like, I needed to feel fulfilled. I needed to get out there. I needed to have a voice. And so I jumped right into the whole career thing. But what's really interesting is that I still kept doing all this other stuff that I felt obliged to do. Even though my husband helped me, he was busy doing his thing, right? And so we get caught up in this whole rigmarole and we sustain it while we're young. Right? It throws us something that just puts us over the edge. And this is what happened for myself. Is life threw me a curveball that I was maxed out at the end of every day. I mean, I was hitting the bed at 7 or 8 o'clock. I was up at 5 or 6 to get all the lunches done, to get things done, to be ready for work. All this stuff we have to do. And there was nothing left for those unexpected things. And this is where I talk about in the story of that journey of how we sometimes get hit with these unexpected things. Not everybody gets sick from it, but some people just go through a inner search, questioning, right? But in the end, it is all about energy. It's all about managing our energy. Where are we putting our attention? How much is really important? How much isn't? What is important? What are our goals? What are our real goals?